Incentivized to kill each boss
Hey
once
folks,
per
this is cool.
difficulty, correct? Or like per week, not per difficulty.
No idea.
When Alana looked at it, he was like, "Oh my god, it just says you get this much percentage increase when you're in the raid." So I don't even think it's gonna be like that.
Hmm.
And I think it's probably gonna be like every week. I think you get another one.
I think you get one
Oh,
for
that'd be
each
cool.
boss. Because each one increases like 3% and then up to like 15 or 18 or something.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. So will be potential point next week, but right now.
Well, if it's, I would imagine they would only give you once per week, if you will. So the first time we go through, we would get the little token or whatever.
I don't know. I didn't read it. I just went off what Nate said. It sounds like we had to have killed the final boss on that difficulty in order for him to drop from the bosses.
So I guess
that's the impression I got. So we could only get it from normal right now.
Yeah, if it does work that way, then we'd be incentivized to go just kill like everything in normal before we start on heroic. If it does work like that.
And that makes me wonder if it would only apply to that difficulty or if
no, it doesn't.
It
applies to the raid in general.
Okay, cool.
Because why would you need a buff for something that you've already cleared?
Well, then wouldn't we want to do normal first next week?
I don't know. Yeah. I'm going off secondhand knowledge.
If that is how that works, then probably yeah. But
I will say there's honestly no point in doing normal first because we're already one-shotting all of the bosses anyways.
We're one-shotting.
I'm pretty sure Overnax is going to be like.
No. I meant besides the ones we progged on yesterday. Like everything up to Overnax and Queen.
But you would still want, like, if it drops off every boss, if it indeed does work that way, then why wouldn't you want a max stack of the buff before you go in?
Go into heroic.
Just do Raid Finder before Raid Forehead?
Oh. The Raid Finder would take longer.
Raid Finder would take longer.
No, but if you're doing it before Raid, then it wouldn't cut into Raid time in theory.
Yeah, but then you're just assigning homework to people on Tuesday before they, like, some people get home right as Raid starts.
And some people can't be asked nicely enough to do Raid Finder on their own.
I still think going into normal is a bit like excessive considering how well we're already doing in heroic.
It's not tanks we don't have. It's if we have 2 tanks, we have 1 healer. If we have a tank,
if the system is going to be so broken that you can jazz up heroic by whipping Raid Finder's ass, you're not gonna have a hard time getting into Raid Finder with really good people because everybody else is doing the same thing.
Still not sure how I feel about the buff even being implemented to begin with.
If that's the case, why don't we just as a guild just queue for Raid Finder and
Raid Finder.
knock it out in 30 minutes?
Yeah, I do remember actually floating that idea to Alano when we were talking about it. It's pretty funny. I think it's something that the officers will have to decide on.
We've done it before.
Yeah.
Maybe not as
I don't know why we don't do that. Like,
I know there was like 10 or 11 of us one time that all went in together.
I mean, the only question I have at that point is whether or not we would have to have done all of Raid Finder individually in order to get the drops.
Surely it would count as personal.
Right, but
I'm assuming it would kind of work like the Farrak shit that you got for the bonus chance or whatever. Like getting the axe. Should have just personal it.
Can you imagine mythic proggers like having to play alts because they just so happen to get like a % bonus increase from a Raid Finder that the other character didn't get?
My point on that though is that
I mean, I assume it'd be
everybody has
guaranteed.
cleared Raid Finder.
I don't think I've killed all the bosses in Raid Finder.
I don't know. I want to go. I want to go and find the developers who thought up this shit so I can beat them up.
Yeah, I agree.
If
Some
it
of the
works,
stuff, some of the stuff they're coming up with, they just need to be taken out back and shot.
if
Like
it
the
works
battle pass system.
like we think it does. What you don't like the fucking traveler's log? I think that's one of the best things they fucking added.
No, completely different from the Traveler's Log, an actual battle pass.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
Oh, so you're just talking about other games? Okay.
No, like I think what he's saying is that WoW is, or Blizzard is thinking of introducing an actual battle pass,
Yes,
like a
they
Fortnite
are.
battle pass for WoW.
Have they